What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video. And in this video, guys, I actually have some content for you from Training Lobby Tuesdays and Thursdays. For those of you guys who have never been to one of my training sessions, basically this is an opportunity for people who are getting into the game, who have questions about neutral or combos, or maybe they just want to get in some casual games against people of varying skill levels. And that's basically what this is for. This is going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just wanted to give you guys a snippet of kind of how it goes. The setup of it is usually when I open up a lobby, the first battle queue will be for casual matches. So this will just be for everybody of all skill levels who are just looking to get games in, just, you know, have a good old time. And then if anybody in the Twitch chat has any specific questions about combos or about neutral or character strategy, then you just, make a comment about it. And then if you're crossplay, we'll get you an invite to the URC Discord and we'll go into the general voice chat and chat. Or if you're on PSN, then you can send me a friend request, or you can send It's a Squishy a friend request, and we'll get you into our PSN party and we'll chat that way. And then in real time, we'll just work it out. Now, we've recently gotten a little bit more increasing interest where we had about 4 or 5 people. So what I like to do is give everyone 30 minutes before I move on to the next person. If we start getting more people, then I'll probably cut that down to 15 because I don't want people to be waiting for forever to have their questions answered and whatnot. But anyway, guys, this is a snippet of this. Hopefully, if you guys are kind of like on the fence about training lobbies or you don't know what goes on training lobbies, this will give you an idea of that. And I would love to see you guys come by training lobbies. So as I always say, if you guys know anybody who's new to Power Rangers and is looking to get in some practice, has questions about combos or neutral, please check out Training Lobby Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll do it for me, guys. This is ParkerLad88, and I will see you guys next time.
Ooh, not a bad call. Oh, what? It's a safe jump? No! It can't be! Okay, alright. No! How you safe jump that? That can't be a safe jump. That can't be a safe jump. Oh my goodness. So far, I like a lot of what I see. You actually seem like you've gotten a little bit, that you've actually gotten better since we did our first to 10.
Definitely.
I like the stuff that I saw with Trini. Like, it definitely seems like you're very aware whenever you actually go for the grab, and when you go for the lunge, you always have coverage. So that's one thing I definitely noticed. Oh wait, I don't have Megas Arcana. What am I doing? No, I crouch blocked though. No, I blocked the high and then I went to crouch block. It didn't work. Stuffy buttons. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that.
Still say connects to magic for you, Carlito?
You're damn right it does.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't me.
Alright, let's try to do it. Fuck
Yeah. Where's Ryan Kyle?
They left us. They didn't want to play with us.
Nah, G, we actually had somebody who wanted us to look at something real quick before the hour is up.
They didn't want to play with us, bro. It's okay.
Fax.
Let me stop.
Damn, y'all
Oh
got
wow! I still got hit by that. Wow.
They got yanked, man. They got yanked right back into Power Rangers.
I see that, yo.
Especially Ray. He was ready to hop. He was like,
He
I'm
was.
out.
He was like
Goodbye.
15 minutes, yo. I'm gone. Deuces.
What?
Oh, what the?
He was
Yo,
ready to
I
get
thought
the
we
hell
were
out of it.
doing. I thought we were doing
What the?
doubles.
Hey, man. It is what it is. This
Oh, well,
point.
I'm gonna try this new bitch out. See how she roll. This is how we roll.
I like that skin from Mega Run.
Oh yeah.
Something went wrong there. I don't know what it was. That's fine. I deserve it.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. I'm just upset they nerfed my character, man. That's it.
What's your character?
Horizon. And they back.
These hitboxes
My
are so
main.
weird.
My main is Bloodhound. Yo, this is different looking map. I don't know. It's just a different side of it.
Nah, they changed a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
Oh no! Darn it! I didn't think he was gonna get hit by that.
Oh, you are jump master, Magna.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Ah, bro, you good?
Ah!
Where you wanna go?
Probably the ship.
Alright.
No, my Megazord counter. Dang it!
They usually go ship.
Did I
across
go
the
for it too
fight
fast?
night.
I must have went for it too fast.
Yo, as she's dropping, she automatically locates and targets the other teams.
Oh yeah, what?
That is dope. Yeah, like there's a team landing in the front of the ship. There's 3 people to the right of us.
Oh, there's people behind us too.
Yeah, and that's not even with me left like looking. That's dope.
God
Shit
damn.
out of me.
Are you okay, Crackhead?
No, I'm not.
Crackhead Parker? Crackhead
No,
Parker?
I'm not.
That was insane.
Oh no, not like that. That was it, man. That was the comeback. No.
Crackhead Parker lad has entered the building.
Facts.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Lo siento.
How you doing,
Sumimasen.
man?
Gomenne.
Right
I
here.
apologize. Golly, dude. No, I'm not mad at you for doing the super. Man. That was the game.
Got one.
Golly. Alright. Alright. Oh! I should have done away arrows. That's what I wanted to do. Oh! Okay. Oh! A medium! No! No!
He was
Why?
lagging,
Why
yo.
with the stubby?
Oh my God.
The stubby. Why, Scorpina?
If he wasn't lagging, dude.
Yeah.
No, with the stubby normals. I just need to take standing light out of my repertoire, man, because it screws me up when I go to the crouching medium every single time.
Hey Kyle, you may
Yes.
like your character Valkyrie because like I know how you like playing Bangalore, but you can't use her alt inside. At least this one you got missiles that you can launch inside.
Yeah. Oh!
And they fire pretty quick too.
Oh, no, he didn't care. Ouch.
But I do care.
He got the damage.
Don't know.
I still want to fight the bow.
Well, they made all that kind of stuff like common, like ammo, the guns,
I hope
even like the rarer loot. Because if you notice, you drop the like white shields now,
Yeah.
and 2 shield cells, and 2 syringes, and a white knockdown shield. So they made it to where all the drops there's a higher chance of them coming in than the white stuff. Wow, that sounded so wrong, guys. Don't laugh.
Pause.
Thank you.
Jungle Beast, Spirit Unleashed! By the power of Pyramids!
Ah! Oh, I didn't have a meter anyway. Okay, alright. have to
Damn,
dub.
that's
Or because I have to dub.
five.
I know. We're not gonna make it, but
Not finished yet.
Shit.
Man, that was stupid. I didn't think he was gonna do it from there. Ah!
Might as well just go there.
yeah. Catch the zip line up after the fact.
I'm still GG. Why? I don't deserve this. Oh wait, I
Oh
don't have
shit,
meter.
I
What am
actually
doing?
made
I'm
it
so
right to the
stupid.
zip line. That's dope.
Man, I can't believe I missed that OTG. I thought I did it with the right timing and everything.
Okay, so 3 games in, two
Yeah.
things I only saw 2 things. His conversions and stuff are hella dope. He's been grinding, it seemed like, but he don't use the range tools at all with RJ, except for if they're tied into a combo. Sometimes when you're across the map, if you just want to keep that pressure, sling that ring across the field. Even if it forces him to block, it'll probably help you get the spacing to open him up a little bit. And then the second thing I noticed was, damn, what was the second thing? Damn, I forgot what the second thing was. When you're using your gen, and you always try to approach with her air dash into medium, and you can get anti-aired a lot out of that if you don't mix it up. So if you're on the ground and you're trying to approach, you have to practice your wave dash a little bit, Sushi, because I don't think I've seen you wave dash at all in the past 3 matches for real. But those are the only 2 things I really saw.
Oh, I don't have a meter. Nice. Ah, darn it. Nice.
I remember my bow kick and an R301.
That was sick.
I just pinged the bow.
Yep, I messed up my flow. Just gonna pick up. Ooh, that was tricky.
Yeah, that almost
No! With my coverage! Okay, okay. Okay, we outie. Ah, too stubby.
Alright, looks like we're in the second ring.
Admittedly, I kind of effed at that part. I was like, oh wow, I really hope this picks up after the EX.
it worked out.
What? Yeah, it did. Okay. So he has 2 wins, I have 2 wins, so this will be last game. And then you can finish your assessment. I actually did pick up on a couple notes. There actually is probably one note.
Bless you, bless you.
There is one note that I do want to make after this that I want.
The name's Scorpion.
Confused?
Let's take
And what note is that?
I don't wait for the note.
No, we're talking about sushi. We actually try to analyze this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, right, I forgot that doesn't work on Jen.
Time for some extra willpower.
Oh, delayed tag, nice. That's nice.
You're under arrest.
No, over to the freaking bugger. Thought I couldn't get the yucks off in time.
Surprised we haven't seen anybody with 13 squad.
Yeah, I don't have the timing to flip
Well,
out.
we did land like. Let's see. Well, at least that thing is out of there.
Eat fire.
Right there. Another.
That would have been sick, yo, if it had
Watch
connected.
out.
Yep.
That's cool. Back up, back up. Yeah, they got the high ground.
Really? I don't know. I respectfully disagree with that one, but okay.
Let's just go around. Poor guys.
GG's.
GG's.
I don't know. I disagree with that last because I feel like I should have been able to punish on that way down. But anyway. But yeah. So the only note that I have.
I think I just saw them. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
man.
coming
Good
down.
GG's to you too. My honestly, my only other note is
go ahead,
that
I got
your approach sometimes probably for Jen and Trini specifically
They lift all the way if you need to.
is well, actually, I won't say
have
for
any
Trini
more
because
left,
Trini's
so.
neutral. She doesn't really have a
don't?
whole lot of neutral options to
Yeah.
work with. But for Jen, at the very least, your approach with her is kind of predictable. Because literally, like all you do, you kind of like flowchart her a little bit, where you basically you use her air dash a lot, which I mean you should. Like her air dash is good, but I think
But not too much.
yeah, because I think not before the last game that we did, even though I missed my conversions, there was like a point in there where once I got the timing, I was
They
anti-airing
flew
you
up, you see her?
consistently. So yeah, your approach with Jen is a little too predictable sometimes, where you'll consistently always go for her air dash when Jen has some of the best ground buttons in the game between her standing medium and her crouching medium. So I think if you worked that into your game plan, that would help you out, especially because you can do standing medium, crouching medium, or you can do standing medium and you can do forward special, and then out of her forward special you can actually do her air dash if you do it the right timing. So you can actually do an air dash really low to the ground, so you can use her standing medium and crouching medium to get your mix-up game started, where you don't have to like worry about air dashing from like full screen, like all the time,
Shield bats in here for you, and shield.
Don't know why I never get used to the ground attacks with Jen. It's because she has the air dash. Like the first thing you see with Jen is the air dash, and you're like, oh, air dash from like other versus games are so good. Why wouldn't I use the air dash? Yeah, so I mean, and her.
I mean, but on the more casual side of things, like legit, most casual people probably never even work a ground game, so it's not like unheard of.
But yeah.
But if you're doing tournament scene and stuff, you definitely need to start working some of the groundwork with Jen. As far as neutral wise, but you had solid conversions and a lot of stuff that was going good, so I wouldn't trip too much. It's just like minor fixes.
I agree. Yeah, your conversions are good. Kind of like what Squish said, implementing the ring into your game plan with RJ from full screen when you're in those full screen situations. I would definitely work that into your game plan because I mean the ring has good projectile durability, and if you hit somebody with it, you get that hard knockdown situation.
Then
You
we
get
should
this
go
combo
where
from
they
it.
were.
Yep, it's a long ass knockdown, so it buys you
I
time
just
to get
wanna
in.
go
You just gotta get
around.
one sweet connection, one sweet confirm off the ring, and you're Gucci.
Yeah.
Last thing that I noticed that last match, I think every time you started your match, you start with the same approach, which isn't bad. But if you're fighting tournaments and you got multiple rounds, if they figure out that the first thing you do is back up, summon Trini and Charger, Wolf Thing, if they can get in before that, you're basically setting yourself up for them to actually come in and get a free hit.
Yeah.
Like if they're not gonna shoot you off rip. Like I think you played 4 matches.
Oh,
I
actually,
played 4 or
that's
5
bad.
matches,
I think we did 5.
That's 5.
and every time he started the match with your
You're
RJ,
running.
when it says 3, 2, 1, you back up your Charger thing and put Trini. That's cool. You might want to find you a second approach in case they start catching the read on that.
What's a good starter for RJ? I mean, you can do any number of things. Like, if they're not picking up on you charging cuffs, then don't even worry about it. Like,
From
keep
where?
charging cuffs. But you can do other things. You can back up, throw fireball. You can try and start off with a crouching medium if you want. I mean, you can do any number of things. There's no one like definitive thing that you
Yeah,
should
it's not
always
a
be
definitive.
doing.
What you're doing isn't bad. It's just
People can catch
you might
on
want
to
to
it.
catch an alternate. Yeah, just in
Yeah.
case.
Like the way that you play, you have very specific setups. Like you have a very specific game plan. You have very specific setups for how you do things. Like Jen, you use a lot of the air dash. For RJ, you're all about getting his good assist online, tagging him out, and then like sniping out like people with him. Like the Trini stuff that you do with assist and whatnot. Those setups, like you have a very specific like game plan for how you go about things. It actually kind of reminds me a lot of how like I play my team. Like I have very specific setups. Mine aren't nearly as good because I still need to work with this team more. And specifically with Scorpina, I'm trying to work on her neutral stuff to set up those situations like what you have. But in that same vein, the fact that you have those very specific things that you do, it can kind of it's a strength, but it can also be kind of a weakness. Because I think in one of those games there was one situation, because a lot of RJ players, they don't expect you to actually come up and contest them when they're doing when they're charging their cuffs, right? A lot of RJ players, they're not used to just canceling his cuffs, like doing fakes with his cuffs and whatnot. So they'll charge him to do the cuffs, and then somebody will just be aggressive, run in and like hit you, and then you're just like, whoa, what's going on? And it kind of throws off your flow and your synergy. I think one or two of the games we played, there were a couple situations where I saw you charge cuffs. I just ran up because I was like, oh well, he charges cuffs at the beginning all the time. I'm just gonna run up and hit him in the face, and it worked out at least once, So
And then worst case scenario, the person has a TOD and you get a dead RJ because you was trying to charge your cuff and they caught it after the first 2 matches.
yeah, and then you got a happy boo boo situation. That's something that you don't want. So yeah, with RJ, RJ is a very well-rounded Shoto. He's like a Shoto if a Shoto could be a bulldog, honestly, because his crouching medium, he's got a decent fireball, like it's relatively safe. So working his crouching medium, working his fireball into your game plan, those are all different things you can do to start off with RJ. There's no like definitive, thing that you do. So yeah, ring. The big takeaway for RJ is incorporate the ring into your gameplay when you're in those full screen situations, because you have Jen on backup. If you start chucking rings and you call in Jen, you can actually start going in whenever the missiles are actually coming down, and you can play that game. And then with Jen, get used to like using her grounded buttons, because she has some of the best grounded buttons in the game. In combination with a good wave dash, like yeah, she's got some of the best grounded buttons in the game that you will clip people with all the time. And you can use that to get your Vortex game started. So try to be a little less predictable sometimes. Like, when you have pressure, go for it. Like, go into the air dash, like all that kind of stuff. But yeah, those would be my notes, and then Squishy's notes.
Play my character, man.
Yeah, but other than that, man, you solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
can
see a
definitely
Zora counter. When you was getting when you was stuck and I think you was getting hit by, I'm not sure what the hell you was getting hit by, but you was like locked into being, and yeah, you could have did your Zora counter and you didn't. Okay, yeah. Like that was the one moment, like out of all 4 matches, that was like the one moment where a Zora counter would actually help you out a lot.
I probably should have Zord countered more myself, honestly, because Zord counter is actually good. Like Zord counter will get you out of those pressure situations. It'll get you out of those potential sandwich situations that you can find yourself in when you have it online, because it basically resets the neutral, and if anything else, it actually gives you an opportunity to kind of, take control of the screen or get into a place where your characters fight best from. So don't sleep on the Megazord counter. There are plenty of times where if I have 3 bars of Megazord and I'm on incoming, I will burn 1 bar on the Megazord counter to get my opponent off of me, and then I'll call Megazord. It's not like the best, but it gives me back some screen control. So I think going to if you're not used to the timing for doing Megazord counter, I would go to training mode and just set up the dummy to have it attack you, and really just practice the timing for the Megazord counter until you get used to it. And then as you fight more, you will get used to those situations where it's like, oh yeah, Megazord counter would probably be good in this situation. Anytime someone throws down an assist though, or has their Megazord out, Megazord counter is great for that. It puts them in a hard knockdown state they can't tech from, like it eats up Megazord time. Megazord counter is good.
Did you have any other questions, Senshi? Or Sushi?
Sushi.
Oh, cool. Well, hopefully your tips help out, yo.
Is that good against Cat? Is Megazord counter good against Cat? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, very specific timing. Because the thing about, I don't know if it works the same way against Cat as like a push block would, but if you Cat's Cat Scratch Claws don't, or actually let me actually ask. So when you say good against Cat, do you mean as an assist or when she's on point? You find yourself trapped in a corner of a Cat, and with Tommy. Well, really, it depends. It really depends on what, like, against her. Okay, got you. So really, it kind of just depends on what the Cat is doing. Cat has really good throw game, so Megazord counter can be good against her, but it can be dangerous because, see, the thing of it is, her dive kick is something you'll see like a lot of Cats do, for corner pressure. Because the thing of it is, even though you can't convert off dive kick into combo, it still puts you at advantage when you hit somebody with it. So they can basically use it as kind of like a grab setup, right? If they hit you with it, whether you block it, they can go for a grab on you. So in that situation, if you try to Megazord counter them when they do the dive kick, they might go for a grab, and the grab might win out because Megazord counter loses to grab. They could also just block it, But if you have a Cat that's, probably being more buttonsy with you, like a crouching medium, cartwheel, like that kind of stuff, or is calling assist behind her, Megazord counter would be better against her in that situation. Megazord counter is good against Tommy. If my experience fighting Carlito has taught me anything, Megazord counter is good against Tommy because he will use Dragon Sword against me a lot in the corner to set up for a hard to block situation. And Megazord counter just says no to like all of that. At least if you're on the ground. If you're in the air, then you're kind of screwed. If he throws it to you, if they try to Dragon Zord you like on the ground, then yeah, Megazord counter is good against that. Tommy kind of has to fight more with his buttons, his axe kick and his buttons. Like his throw game isn't as good. He can't convert to combo without like an assist, so his throw game is not as good. So it would be good against Tommy, in my opinion. Does that help? I'm sorry if a lot of it just kind of sounds like Therio. Okay, that's good. Glad it helps. I know a lot of it sounds like Therio because the one, like, you kind of have to account for varying character play styles. My Cat would probably be more buttonsy than like Ray's Cat, for instance.
Yeah.
Because Ray, he does a lot of dive kick stuff. He does a lot of dive kick pressure in the corner. I don't know. Do you grab a lot? I don't think you really grab a lot.
At times, but
Okay.
mostly it's dive kick.
But like a lot of other Cats that I played, like for instance Deathstroke's Cat, he more often than not is looking for the grab. So Megazord wouldn't be good in that situation. But with a team like yours, you shouldn't have to worry about that matchup. With a team like yours, your team gives you so much screen control against a Cat, because Cat can only really fight you from like the mid to close range, and your character setup gives you a lot of screen control, so you should be able to take that fight to her. So you shouldn't have to find yourself in that situation. But I guess if you did,
If she's locking him in the corner, yo, that ring with RJ with the combination of Jhin assist and Trini assist, that's what he's kind of missing. He can actually out zone a cat if he feel like it, and then he won't struggle as much with it. If he knows the cat's his weakness, zone the cat out and then fight the other two characters like normal.
yeah, Cat does have some options to get around projectiles, but she needs to be in your range. And in that situation, you have to get used to throwing fake rings, so to speak. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that can't get around. That can't get around Trini Beam. Cat Cartwheel can't get around Trini Beam.
Especially if she's getting pressure from Jhin missiles, he can probably get a lot of chip off of it. The only thing he would have to watch is that's going to be feeding the Megazord meter, so the opponent might catch a Megazord first, so then you just have the Megazord counter their Megazord to kill the time, but then you can basically out pressure a cat the whole way up.
Yeah,
that's depending on the situation, but the way he was playing, I don't see him having too many issues with Cat, even though he says he struggled with it once he started incorporating the ring and stuff more.
Yeah, it's okay. Everybody has those problem matchups. Like Draken and Jhin are probably like my worst matchups, like in this game.
Yeah.